And just like that, we're back yet again with another update on Kaspa. Shout out to the Kaspa family as always, for showing so much love. But yeah, without further ado, let's analyze and take a look at what's happening with Kas right now as of recording this update, and of course, what we could be expecting going into Thursday morning. So, Wednesday was a great day. We are seeing the market reacting in a really positive way. Bitcoin dominance did fluctuate a little bit, but Bitcoin is where you really want to be paying attention to. Hence, you are seeing quite a bit of green right now within the crypto markets. As far as Kaspa is concerned, up once again 8.7%. Fingers crossed right now. Hopefully this momentum carries on because Kaspa is showing significant strength over the last 2 to 3 days. But like I said, there are a lot of other factors we need to consider. But we're going to take it day by day. Remember, baby steps. It's not going to happen overnight. But it is worthwhile noting, and you got to give credit where it belongs. So Kaspa up 8.7% right now. Price currently sitting at 7.3 cents, up 7% in Bitcoin comparative. Market cap slowly but surely, making its way back up to this $2 billion mark. We're approaching 1.9. And of course, after that, I think the $2 billion valuation could be retested. The 24-hour trading volume at about 91.2 million. So of course, one thing I would like to point out here is that the 24-hour trading volume compared to yesterday has decreased quite substantially. And again, that is something, pretty much more than halfway down. So of course, that is something that, we want to, keep in mind and not ignore. But before we get into any further, as always, just a quick disclaimer, anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So, I did mention this in my other updates as well, if you did end up watching it, but the dominance is, picking up strength. Like I said, we did see a little bit of a downside for the dominance, but it's picking up once again. So in terms of getting overly excited right now for altcoins, even though you are seeing so much green across the board, I know if you are, part of the crypto markets and you're looking at your portfolio, seeing some sort of a bounce, you could be, getting overly excited, but we got to look at it from a realistic standpoint because, dominance is so high right now. A little bit of a downside for BTC could actually get rid of all these gains. So we need to keep that factor in mind. Of course, I would love to see the price of Bitcoin making its way back up to the upside, but we have far ways to go. But with that said, right now, again, I want to show you guys on the hourly time frame as to what's really happening with BTC, so you guys can kind of look at it from a different perspective. So Bitcoin as of now has made its way back into the 38.2 fib zone. So that is, of course, really nice to see. We were sitting literally at 80K just a few hours ago, but, we're making ourselves back in the 38.2. So that is good. Of course, a big plus point to note. And this specific thing is causing, the altcoins to, go up with it. And like I said earlier, dominance was a little on the lower end, around 61.8 for a 5%. So even though dominance has picked up, while Bitcoin has seen a little bit of an upside, you are still seeing, altcoins holding on to the momentum that they're seeing. So of course, so far so good. Hopefully, we do remain in the 38.2 fib zone. But in terms of, getting excited confirmation, of course, that is still up at the 23.6 level. But with that said, let's really analyze and take a look at what's happening with Kaspa's price. So if you're looking at Kaspa's price here, guys, Kaspa did wake up to 7.26 cents yesterday. We actually came up to 7.4 cents just a few hours ago, but we haven't really retested, that resistance at 7.5 cents yet, specifically around 7.6 cents to be exact. And we know that, resistance, I spoke to you guys about that, but so far so good. The reason why I'm saying so far so good is because, since this wick down to 5.5 cents, Kaspa is up 33%, and it's actually holding on to this, move towards the upside. So that is a big plus point. I know a lot of people are going to overly get excited about, potential listing of Binance or, so and such. But in terms of, that, we haven't really heard any sort of confirmation, nor have we seen any hints. Of course, speculation happens on a daily basis for that. But in terms of confirmation, there's nothing there. Do not listen to, random tweets, people speculating about dates, this and that. That's going to happen, and that is happening for the longest time. As far as Binance listing goes, it's random. It's completely random. I'm in this space for such a long time. I've seen multiple different coins, and I'm sure if you've been also in this space for quite some time, and shout out to my crypto OGs here. We remember when we would go look for, or look for gems. That's what they're called. Gems that were mostly listed on KuCoin, and then you would obviously speculate that these projects are going to go up, and you would buy them on KuCoin, and then Binance would list them, and things would go crazy. I've seen my fair share of Binance listings, and it's random. Trust me, it's random. Do not listen to, like I said, these random speculative tweets regarding Binance listing next week or so on. We don't know it until the official Binance announces it. Simple as that. So of course, one thing is, it is listed on Binance Futures. So of course, Binance is aware of what Kaspa is. So that is a big plus point. But spot listing is what it needs. And what's really interesting here is, Kaspa has shown us, and I've said this so many times on my channel, Kaspa is one of the projects that's known for a lot of volatility, major swings, and we have seen this countless of times, time by time. And I do believe, of course, if a Binance listing comes, would not be even surprised if the price of Kaspa starts heading up to these crazy levels, which we haven't pretty much seen since December. So right now, of course, we have long ways to go. I know people are very quick to be talking about some of these 17 to 20 cents price point, but that's not what we're doing here. It's as simple as that. I want to just completely put it as that you want to be looking at what the next realistic target is. And as of now, I want you guys targets should be around this 9.4 cents. Very, very, very important level to reclaim back above, because if it's able to do that, I think we could retest that 11 cents once again. So as of now, those are not small moves by any means. I want you guys to keep in mind that the 9.4 cents itself is a 30% move, and that resistance at 11.9 is a 53.2% move from where we currently are. So long ways to go. That's why I don't want to really be talking about the higher time frames until we get above some of these key resistances. But so far so good. Really like how the overall move is currently holding. Hopefully this holds, especially with Bitcoin momentum. If Bitcoin were to make its way towards the upside, and dominance were to plummet towards the downside, I do personally believe that this 9.4 cents could be the next target to be looking on for Kaspa. Shout out to you guys for showing tremendous amount of love. Cannot thank you guys enough. We'll see you later in Crypto ZX, and peace out.